guys, I'm back out again, this time Harwood Forest, for a bit of wild camping. I'm meeting up with a couple of friends, Jimmy and Rooney. Speaking of the devil, I was just about to start calling you. Well, one of the guys is here, Rooney, and Jimmy will be here later. They're doing a couple of nights wild camping, I'm only stopping the night. And should be fun.
Unless we kidnap you.
I tie
you to a tree.
Aye, then I'm doing 2 nights. Aye. Alright, well I'm going to switch off, right, not to give the place away. This is my first visit here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to potentially build a bit of a semi-permanent shelter with my own location. And I thought, I know I've been invited up for a while now, I thought, you know, they come to my camp location all the time, so it's only right I should maybe visit their camp location. Plus, I get tips off Jimmy, because I'll sing his praises. He is a very good bushcrafter and shelter builder, and I'm going to get some top tips. And Rooney, he's a top chef, so they're like a fantastic combination. I can see the amount of work they've put in here. You know, there's a lot of
a vision I've had to put Jimmy under.
Because if you didn't, like, you know, keep on top of him, right, that would get done. You've got to keep at him. Otherwise he's
terrible. He's terrible.
He'll start shirking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Nice one, Jimmy. Do a bit of wild camping.
Right, I'm going to get this pack off because it's absolutely weighing a ton. It's full of, well, it's full of beer, basically. You know what I mean?
It's liquid replacement for the big walk you've just done.
Liquid replacement therapy for later.
I'm going to be lying in a hammock tonight, so if you want, we can use this bed.
Now, that's brilliant, because you know where I was going to lie? On the ground, hardcore style, in a bivvy.
Well, have you got a mat with you?
Yes.
Oh well, as long as you put a mat on there, you can use that, mate.
Oh, brilliant, thank you. We'll have a quick look around the camp at Rooney's set up.
It's a hammock, A-M-O-K.
And has it got a built-in plumbing?
You've got to put the airbed in.
Is that built? Oh, you mean you
slide it in?
That's amazing, that, like.
Storage pockets there. Got storage pockets up here. Got a bar to store.
What you don't run amok in your hammock.
But yeah, you can. It's just very, very. Well, I'm lying straight. I think I'll have 5 minutes actually. Can you sing us a song?
Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. Get out and do a wild camping, you know, it makes sense. This is glamping, this isn't wild camping. To be honest with you, my damn straps, they look really thin. You know, webbing, you know, they're obviously strong enough. Some tension in there, like. Are you sure that'll hold your weight? I'm not trying to say out there, but...
Well, if it doesn't, I'm going to be feeling the grunt. I'll be getting into cuddling and wee later on if it doesn't.
I didn't expect to be offered a shelter for the night, a ready-made shelter, so I'm absolutely chuffed about that. And I've got me Thermarest Pro Light Hunker Bivvy, which packs down really small. And I've got me 3-season sleeping bag. I prefer this for summer use because it's basically for lightweight backpacking. I can get a 2 to 3 season sleeping bag in, as long as it's not too bulky. I do prefer my army bag actually. It weighs nearly the same as a very lightweight tent. But what I love about that is the sheer size. You can get your backpack in, you can get your sleeping mat in. Whereas with this, I've got to have the mattress on the outside. If I'd gotten the Hunker extra large, I would have been able to put my sleeping mattress inside. And it's just a case of having the sleeping bag inside, and that's the shelter for the night. Perfect for me, 3/4 length. Well, it's a good solution for lightweight camping anywhere. And I've got one of these camping pillows. Just packs down really small. Fits around my neck. But also, I can take my coat off, roll that up, my clothing can be used as a pillow. I don't have to carry a pillow basically. The more you know, the less you have to bring into the woods, because you can make things from the things that surround you. Knowledge is power. Isn't that right, Rooney?
Certainly is, certainly is.
Just sit here and enjoy the sounds of the forest. We'll have a roaring fire in front of us here. What a really well designed camp this is. You've got the fireplace just out there, which is a good distance, not too close. You know, it's not gonna like burn, you know, well you could do if it got too big, the fire, but I just think that's a sensible distance away from the shelters. It is quite communal as well. I think it's probably the best shelter they've made. Got a wood store over there. Well prepared, like. Right, I'm gonna go and hunt at the toilet, because it's always good to know where that is. Whenever you've got a shelter that's long term, or even if it's short term, hygiene is very important.
It's called a desert rose.
Is it?
Yes. Do you want to say it like?
We'll go and have a look at it.
It's not just here, but what it is. Your water bottles, you'd put them in a line and you dig into like the ground a couple of foot. So when you pee in there, it goes a couple of foot under and it stops all the odours and that. So you can see, like, obviously there's just a cut out there because obviously Jimmy, being shorter, couldn't reach.
That's not wide enough for me, mind.
Is it not?
Have you not got extra large for me?
I'll make it extra large for you, yeah, because I forgot about that, you know, like being the man you are, like, sort of thing, you know what I mean?
I need at least 4 inches wide,
right?
Because I've got this condition, it's called elephantitis of the
oh,
cut.
You can always sit on it if you have to, you know.
Aye.
I wouldn't handle it too much, like, because obviously Jimmy being Jimmy, obviously, like, he's got aim issues and stuff like that, you know.
I didn't want to sit on that, I might get a cheap thrill.
As long as you leave a fiver, that's how you put your fiver in there.
You know what it is? It's just adds a new dimension to spending a penny, doesn't it? Stick a fiver in there.
So all it is scrap cardboard and offcuts, what we use at work for one of the jobs. So what I've done is I've put the cardboard in a roll,
yeah,
and I've put it inside this outer bit of cardboard, and then I douse it in wax.
It's a really good example of recycling stuff.
See how long it burns for.
And you know, when this place gets damp, especially like the autumn winter time, something like that could make all the difference between getting a fire going and not getting a fire going.
Yeah, mind these is like months and months old, you know, so but hopefully
it's definitely got a hold now.
Yeah, you can get a reasonable heat. If you had like a couple of tent pegs with a cup on top of it,
yeah,
you could boil your water.
15 minutes that's lasted. That's not bad. That's enough time to cook your meal.
Boil water.
Yeah.
I keep on banging my head on Jimmy's midget heighted top. I suppose better for the winter.
It's well made, this. I mean, I'm getting some good ideas on how he did this, because eventually I'll be building my own shelter, and I like to use the Canadian jam knot.
Aye, that's his favourite.
In a still tight, mind. You know, they're not coming out. I've got a new system of cooking, because I was getting sick of using buddy burners. Sometimes when I was waking up in the morning, I didn't want to get a fire going. I didn't want to like deal with dirty black pots from the night before. I just wanted convenience, basically. So I bought this titanium cook set thing. I love it because it's got a bail arm at the top, but it's got the handles there as well. More bushcrafty. And I've got the little tiny, from China, dirt cheap, highly recommended. Rather than light the fire and cooking now, we're going to light the fire later, have a bit of a barbecue. For now, just have something quick. Noodles with some Scottish mackerel for protein. Ooh, that's fierce, that.
Bunsen burner.
For years, I used to stay away from gas, right? Because I thought, oh, if the gas runs out, you're buggered. You know, it's not very bushcrafty. You know, obviously if you've got no gas, you can't cook. So that's why I always was more into like making the buddy burners, because you know you can always burn wood. If your buddy burners are going to run out, just add some wood and extend the life of your cooking. It was actually Rooney I got the idea of him. You know, I've seen his little setup, the tiny little stove, you know, the BRS stove, and the gas bottle that fits inside your pot. You could use it as an emergency way of cooking, or in the mornings you wake up, you fancy a coffee or just something to eat, you don't want to start lighting fires again. I just think it's a much better system. Also, because I'm a little bit tight, I was always not prepared to pay money for the gas, but as I later found out, Rooney again, he put us on to like being able to refill them. You can refill the gas, you can even refill them from butane gas, which is them cheap bottles you can buy. They're no good in the winter, but through the summertime they're fine. They're like a summer gas for cooking. Or you can get the mixed gas, which has got a mixture of butane and propane.
That's what I'll buy. Yeah.
And I believe isopropane as well. That's different types, different mixes for different, you know, like weather conditions. I didn't take long that, right? Look at that, man. Rolling boil. And that wasn't even on full power. That was amazing, that, like. That was a furnace, that Bunsen burner, are you, right?
I know you use yours that way. I tend to have mine as an emergency backup because it's that small. It's like same size as a lighter, really. Yeah. You know, like you've got your can there for your windshield.
Yeah.
Does it go right up the bottom of your cup, does it? Yeah.
I think if I fold them handles in,
does the job.
It does.
But what I was going to say is, you know, like how you've done that, if you cut two the same size, you can telescope it as well. But at the end of the day, it's nice to have something as like that back up. It just puts that warm feeling. Say like you've had a long, hard, wet day and that.
That sexual feeling.
I couldn't tell you about that. Like that's back in the day. That like.
I've even got the little spoke that comes with it. Folding spoke. Folds. And then I've got a little thing that pushes down. And you know what it is? Everything fits into that little pot. It feels like I'm on vacation, or holiday we should say.
Wish you were here and all that.
Yeah.
Up sunny Harwood.
Relocate. A home in the country.
Yeah. A home in the forest.
Yeah. For a bit of protein. Oh. Just get all that mixed in there. Never drink on an empty stomach. I'm having a social drink tonight, guys, so I don't know how much filming or bushcraft I'm going to get done. I made a bit of a bushcraft tripod for me light here. I'll show you. I don't know how well you can see that because I've got the light attached to it. I don't know how well it's illuminated, but I've used jute twine, which is all, well, it's just not made from natural materials. I think that's just one less tripod I've got to bring into the woods. That's my main camera for filming. It's looking a bit dark in here, like.
Yes, I'll have me brewage. I'm having a coffee in one of me. This is what it's expensive, but I love me Taylor's coffee bags.
We'll get eating and we'll get talking later once we've had our food. Get out and do a bit of wild camping. You know it makes sense. You know it makes sense. And welcome to our camp. I'm so pleased you could have made it.
Oh, thanks for inviting us, Damien. Yeah. I'm just out of the moon, mate. But I'm hanging. Well. It's absolutely heaving out there with people have had to run and dodge into bushes and hide and everything.
They might have thought you were the Yeti.
I know. So, yeah, I'm absolutely hanging. Like, I've got about 32 kilos on me back. Like,
you look knackered, mate.
I am. I'm sweating like a fat man in a sweatshop. So, as you can see, everything's happy-dory. But as you know, I'm only sitting right there.
He's claimed it.
Oh, he's all set up. What do you think then, Damien?
I'm actually impressed. Although I haven't seen the other cams close up, I've only seen them like from the videos. To me, this looks like your best one because it's more of like enclosed. It's more like more cosy.
Yeah.
It's more communal, and you've got the fireplace in the middle. That's going to give a lot of heat off as well.
Aye. You'd be surprised at how many midges you don't get underneath that cam net, like.
I've actually been walking around getting a few tips.
on how you've been like constructing and that.
I noticed like when you pick up a tool to do any work, he switches his camera off.
Yes, yes, you've noticed
I've actually,
that.
if you've noticed, Damien, right, I've actually put a lot of footage of Rooney doing work, and you know, he gets the privilege of being on my thumbnails as well, if you notice.
I'm just not sure I can get enough the tension
Who's a jam knot?
Well, I can do that, I can change it with that, but I was just trying to see if I could do it as a toggle effect.
Yeah. It looks well made, that.
Oh, it is, like,
you can tell it's handmade.
Aye, but it's what the thing is, you put it that way with the points sticking up over, and it's got like a ridge there, so it stops your sausages falling off.
That's a good idea. It's obviously well thought
it
of.
is, like, it's really well done, and the welding and everything on it is absolutely amazing, like. Not that.
So what's that stamp say there? Taiwan.
No.
With the cost of fuel going up, gas and electric and everything, you know what I mean? No, that's a very good investment.
Aye.
Especially when you've got the amount of fuel you got in this place. It's just unreal. It's like 1,000 years worth. You know, probably millions of years worth.
Oh, aye. That's nearly a lifetime, man.
Aye. It'll last us at least 300 years, won't it?
Yeah. Just got to drink some of that happy potion that keeps you alive forever. And young. Because we're not getting any younger, are we?
Nah.
Anyway,
all good looking either.
I need to get me crap sorted out, and I need to start giving Rooney a hand to get some wood done.
You would say that, wouldn't you?
I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of work with help these lads, so we'll get cracking. I'm going to light the fire. I'm going to show you how it shouldn't be done, because I'm as much use as a chocolate fire guard. I'm going to use a ferro rod.
This is a lesson from the master.
And then took loads of shavings on the top. Jimmy and Rooney were all kind of contributed.
Them were just the ones I found in his underpants.
That's Rooney's fire sticks.
Let's have a look at that leg gate, Damien.
That's class, isn't it? You know what I mean?
That's Rooney's fire stick.
It looks like he's chewed that before he gives us it. He didn't have the right knife, basically.
There you go, mate. I'll give you that special one back.
Aye. I reckon that'll be the key to getting the fire going.
I'll
you
do
know.
this well, aye.
So, you know what it is? You took the words out of my mouth.
It would help me. Ooh, it's took. There was hardly any sparks from off there.
Not?
I don't think I've got a good fire steel, to be honest with you.
Aye, I think my other one I've got's crap now.
A craftsman blames his tools. So if it didn't start, it would be the tool's fault, not mine.
That's gonna go out, Jimmy, if you didn't put the one I made on.
Oh, where's it?
Yeah. Oh,
that's saved
the
the
game.
fire.
That's the game changer. That like.
It is like.
Damien is the fire starter.
The key to getting a fire going is just plenty of preparation. There's no good getting a fire going and then you're just running around like a headless chicken looking for wood to chuck on, and you're running into trees. You can get your eye put out, but you know, this is like proper preparation.
Well done, mate. Nice fire, that.
Thank you.
And I'm starting to feel a bit of heat coming into my shelter.
Yeah.
It's definitely a chillier night tonight. Like.
We'll use that for like the peppers and that tomorrow. What? This?
Aye. I'm gonna do some naked chef cooking, and Jimmy's kind of loaned me his tongs to cook these chicken pieces.
I love Damien.
These aren't comedy breasts. These are chicken fillets, by the way, right? That's how I like the situation out the window.
I will sort that out in two moves.
So what we're having is we're having some chicken. You've got to have the right protective gear whenever you're cooking in the forest, and you know, you got to tweak them every now and again, you know.
Right, now health and safety wouldn't have liked that bit because obviously you're turning food and obviously the old
That's why I didn't lick your nipples.
I get excited, you know, when I do that.
Yeah.
I shouldn't really, because that's a bit naughty, isn't it?
Well,
but-
yes, it is. It's a bit naughty, but
You know what I mean? Though? I'm getting a little bit adventurous in the forest all of a sudden.
Well,
I mean,
you know what it is? I reckon if you were wearing my wig, right, you'll get lots of fivers in your back pocket.
I'll be rich, wouldn't I?
I
Beyond
think you will.
belief.
I forgot my wallet, like I'm getting smoked out here.
More tea,
Welcome to my world. Mr.
Well,
Smoky.
I feel more in touch with my feminine side than I've ever felt before in my life.
Yeah.
You know, it's unreal. It's like
can tell.
I feel liberated. Yeah, can a man ever feel liberated in a woman's body?
Have a look under there. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Is it possible for a man?
Changed.
Well, what it is, I've got some rouge and lipstick in my bag, right? So when we're not filming, you can put it on, you know, and you can get really in touch with your feminine side.
I'm already in touch. I just want more enhancements. I just want to be more.
Turn your chicken.
Right. Well, we'll have to just yeah.
We'll have to like cut a little bit there because we need to turn the chicken before
Well, yeah.
it.
We'll have
Yeah.
to. We'll have. Food comes first. Comedy comes later. Get out and do a bit of wild camping, and comedy breasts. You know it makes sense.
Tweet.
I'm a little bit delicate this morning. Like, woke up. Actually, tell the story. I woke up through the night. Went to the toilet. Pitch black. You can't see absolutely nothing in here. Feeling my way back, and I just didn't know where I was. Basically, just ended up in Jimmy's bedroom. What you doing?
Touching me leg and that.
Was that touching your leg? Was it?
Oh, you're tapping on my leg. I walk over. Look, what's going on
See,
here? Like,
I would have felt my way along, and then I've got to your bed. I'm
Aye.
thinking that's where I'm. Honestly, I was just. I wasn't drunk. I don't think. I just disorientated. No, it's a dangerous thing, you know. And it's in the middle of winter. You wander away from your camp in the pitch black without a torch. I tell you, it is. That's a dangerous thing to be in. That like situation, especially when there's just no moonlight or anything. There's just no ambient light. It's a blooming dangerous thing. Yeah, you get hypothermia. You're knackered.
it was a good crack last night. I done a live feed last night as well. That was funny. What I can remember of it, like, I definitely had one too many last night. Like, I think I had about four very large Jack Daniels, a couple of cans, which is way over my limit.
Anybody who subscribes to my channel, go and check out Jimmy's channel.
Check out Lundy's Wild Camp Stroke Bushcraft.
Yeah. I've got my SAS t-shirt on here. That's us in the forest, Saturdays and Sundays.
Yes.
They're the two guys that are a really bad influence on me, that keep enticing me out to the forest and getting drunk. Well, I've totally enjoyed it, but it's time to say goodbye.
Thank you very much for popping along to see we.
Yeah.
First time at our camping house.
Same about that, like.
My big axe.
Aye.
It survived one and a bit camps.
Aye.
I think it was the actual handle inside a bit like it's not a decent bit of wood. Like, it was a cheap axe. Like,
The thing is, at least it got most of the work done before it broke.
Aye.
I've got all the work done. Although
so I just need to find someone to put an axe handle in for us. But anyway, see you later, Damien. Watch what you're doing, mate.
thanks for having us again.
Right, no
Bye.
worries. See you later, mate.
Get out and do a wild camp, you know it makes sense, you know it makes sense.